A few Muslim women were at a restaurant to break their fast during Ramadan when something unexpected happened.
Go and feed it. If you don't like in this country...
This is our home too! What do you mean?
Well, sir, thank you very much for that piece of advice about whether they should stay in America or not. Do you happen to work for the immigration department? No? Okay then, we'll take your recommendation into consideration. Until then, moving on.
This is our home too! What do you mean? This country? Disgusting. Let's just go.
Understandably, the women were not very happy with this encounter, to say the least. Now, let's take a look at something very important. The way the man yelled those insults. Let's break it down, shall we?
Go and feed it. If you don't like in this country...
This man is like half asleep, yet fully capable of spewing hate. It's amazing. This is what we call in the business dedication.
Or sleep hating, or sleep hate. Which is kind of like sleepwalking, except instead of walking, you're hating in your sleep, you know? There's a pill for that, I think.
Country?
I just said she was a big one. What's the problem?
Yeah, he's talking about you.
Yeah. Anything else?
Let's go. Yeah.
This must be the most casual hate speech I've ever heard. Like, dude, how often do you go around hating on people? He has it down to a science. This man is just so chilled out. It's like, just another day in Hateville. If you've never heard of Hateville, by the way, it's the capital of discrimination stand, which is a province of Bigotopia. It's a real place, trust me. I know, Google it, look it up. It's on the map, it's in Narnia. Look it up. You'll thank me later.
Camel Jack.
Camel jacking what? This dude's crazy, man. This is hilarious. This is hilarious, man. Camel jacking. Dude, you just blew my mind. Did this guy like plan those insults beforehand, or did he like just make them up as he went along? Because that's some serious creativity right there. But I mean, seriously, dude, what happened to good old-fashioned terrorist insults? They're still in fashion, right? And again, camel jacking, what? Like, how do you know they have camels? Were they Middle Eastern? Were they North African? Were they Southeast Asian? Like, why do they all have camels? I mean, I guess those places do have camels, and horses, and cars, and buildings. You know, modern day technology. But dude, honestly, I'm pretty sure they don't have camels. They obviously sold the camel to buy a ticket to get on a boat to come to America. Duh, everybody knows that. In addition to this rant, he decided to add fat shaming to the list. Because why not? Go big or go home. And he was not going home. He said, and I quote, "This girl could break a camel's back." No offense, sir, but you don't seem to have the picture-perfect body either. I mean, yet again, I haven't checked your beach body pictures on Facebook, so who am I to judge?
But based on this footage, apparently the camera adds 10 pounds. Not me, you. My camera takes away 10 pounds. Yeah, can't you tell? I'm losing weight.
In conclusion, I believe this entire thing was a misunderstanding. It's pretty obvious. What the man meant to do was to congratulate the women for celebrating and fasting the month of Ramadan. He was trying to say Ramadan Kareem or Ramadan Mubarak in his own little way. He just got a little bit confused and went with hate instead. And they say chivalry is dead. It is also important to note that this event took place after the terrorist attacks in Manchester and in London, which may have something to do with this man's rant. The fact that he's blaming all Muslims for this and just attacking any random Muslim in a restaurant shows how ignorant he is, or how misinformed he is at the very least. But nonetheless, this is happening everywhere. He is not the first person to do this, and he won't be the last. And speaking of those terrorist attacks, those attacks were tragedies, acts of terror, they were aggression and oppression against innocent people. It is up to all of us, Muslims and non-Muslims alike, to condemn these actions and oppose anyone who supports them. And as Muslims, we do not only condemn these actions because we're told to do so, we condemn these actions because when terrorists hijack our religion and use it to harm innocent people, it is up to us to speak up and remain vocal. Otherwise, more people like this man will continue to become victims of this media-spread hatred towards Islam and will continue to believe that everything that ISIS does is Islamic. And just as the Portland train attacker who was assaulting 2 Muslim women and then killed 2 innocent men who were trying to protect them, just as that man, that white supremacist, does not represent the entire white race, ISIS and other similar terrorist organizations do not represent Islam. And it is up to all of us to stand up and speak up against all ignorance, all acts of aggression, and all acts of terror. So that's all I have about this topic. Thank you very much for watching, and for more videos, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum, and peace be with you.
If this video gives you a stroke, diarrhea, constipation, internal bleeding, or any abdominal discomfort, ask your doctor if racism is right for you. Ignorance sold separately, logic not included.
It's a real place. It's in Narnia. If you don't believe me, you can Google it. Go ahead. I'll give you a minute. I'll count. I don't have a watch, but I'll count. 60 seconds. Okay, you may have noticed that it's not a real place, but it sounds legit. Do you happen to work for immigration? No? Okay then, we'll take your recommendation into suggestion. We'll take your recommendation into consideration. Oh man, I messed that up. We'll take your suggestion. We'll take your suggestion into consideration. I gotta repeat that.